Alright guys, so here's my confession. I don't know if you can see my face. I think that I'm going to be mostly transitioning to... Shit. That was awesome! Yeah! Yeah! Growl at it. Big push. Get on it. Yeah. Look at that. I did it. You sure did. Where you skate, but you use a paddle. I'm silly. Yes, I am. Ha. You got it. Stick with it. Here we go. Woo! Yeah! I'm gonna stick my head on that faucet and just like suck all the water in. No, I think these ones work. No, I guess not. Ready? Yep. Yeah. Cool beans! You got this, dude. Yeah. Push it. Now just ride it. Yeah. Easy. I did it! That was fun. Do you want to? It wasn't anything on the ground. It was just me tripping on myself. That's okay. Ending a little sesh here with my buddy and having a good time. Yeah, I'm glad you came out. Oh yeah, I've been craving the sesh for a minute. These kids came over to say hi, and they did a few little cool tricks for me. Did I do that whole thing without... Maybe I can retell it. Okay, here we go. Alright, so I'm skating around here. I started telling the story. I don't know if it was actually recording or not, but I'm going to try and speed up my pace because I need to tell you guys this story. Alright, so basically, when I was a kid, we had this car. It was called the Chevy Chevette. And this car was horrible. At one point, towards the end of its life with us, my mom was driving down the corner, or around the corner of our house driveway, and the wheel fell off. And this car, it would like burn up, it would get too hot and stall. I hated it. It gave me a fear of like cars idling. Like whenever we would go to McDonald's or something, the car would idle, and it would smoke. It would get smoky, and I'd freak out. So we had to get the car inspected, and the car needed a horn. And we didn't have a lot of money. I think we paid like $15 for this. Aww, it's a little dead roly-poly. I have a roly-poly colony, which is, I have an affinity for roly-polies, so I hope you lived well. Or they. I hope they lived well. Anyways, so had to get a horn for this car. And the guy was like, do you want the cheap version or do you want the expensive version? The expensive version was in the steering wheel. Bend the knees, use the legs. The expensive version was on the steering wheel, but the other version was just like, he's just like, yeah, it'll be like on the dash. My mom was like, whatever, that's cool. So like, what do you expect when the guy says that, right? You expect there to be a button that you push on the dash. Oh, but no. We returned the next day, and he like was like, okay, it's done. Like, cool. So we get in the car. He's like, it's in the dashboard. I'm like, get in the car. We're like looking for it. Like, where did it go? So my mom sees this like switch, and she's like, what? It's a switch that, you just flip on and flip off. My mom was like, what the hell? But he was like, yeah, it'll pass. It doesn't matter, like, you know, what the switch looks like. So, you know, oh, and the other part of this thing was way under. So, like, you know, a horn is for beep, 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 get out of the way, beep, 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 you're in the way, beep, 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 right? But no, she had to reach under, go, and switch it on and off and on and off. So it definitely wasn't very practical. So a year passes, and I'm hanging out with one of my friends, invited them over. We were playing, we had a late, they probably stayed until about 8:39. My mom was like, yeah, we'll just give you a ride home. So we drop off my friend, and my friend lives in like a like on a kind of mountain, not a mountain, but like a hilly mountain where where's my dog? Go there. Oh, there he is. Go boy, I see you. Excuse my swearing. So you go up here, and there's my friend's house, and then you can continue up the driveway to find other houses. So, we say goodnight, and my mom turns around, and we start heading out. And now we saw, just as we started turning around to leave the driveway, headlights coming on above us. Like, yeah, okay, whatever. We weren't scared. We definitely were just like, it's not an unusual thing for somebody to, you know, turn on their headlights. So we drive about a mile down the road, just chatting, pretty tired, because, you know, it was like 9 o'clock. And all of a sudden my mom realizes that this car is really close to us now. Like, super close to us. And it's so hard. Oh, I hope I repositioned it right. Oh, no. I've been doing all this, and I moved it for the boys. I've been doing these like run-ups here, and you guys can't see them because I forgot to rearrange. Okay, that's okay. Anyways, so this car's getting close up on us. We're like, what the hell? And I'm getting freaked out. My mom's like, calm, it's okay, be calm. And so this car suddenly comes up. He's like, it's almost like they're trying to race us, and swerves into the other. Now it's like two lanes. It's like two lanes. One way, the other way. And that was it. So this car comes up, and we're here around us, next to us. It was dark. We looked over, we couldn't see a thing. I was terrified. And then this car comes up, pulls up in front of us, slams on the brake. My mom slams on her brake, doesn't get hit. The car then goes down into the ditch, stomps on their brakes to go backwards, and then pulls up and does a circle around us. And he does this for like three or four times. My mom was like, get in the back seat. And I was like, should I try to get the license? She was like, no, just stay down. I got this. It's going to be okay. I was so scared. Then I was like, Mom, the horn. So freaking reached down, and that useless little horn that switched on and wouldn't switch off unless you turned it off was suddenly super useful. So she turned on that horn, and let me tell you, that was not a dainty horn. It was like, did you like that right there with the audio? It was not a dainty horn. So we did that, and she turned it on, and she just kept on that horn. Well, she didn't have to because it was switched, so she just kept driving. Eventually, the guy drove off, sped away. I guess was freaked out that we were making so much noise. Good. So we ended up pulling. We waited until we were like pretty sure the dude was gone, and then found a house with a light on, and we were like, knock, knock, knock. And this was back in the 90s, so you know it was a little bit more neighbor friendly to do these kind of things. And this woman was like, hell, sketched out. My mom was like, can we just use your phone? No cell phones back then, you know, nothing like that. So she was like, can we just use your phone? This guy just like ran. I ended up calling the police. I don't really remember what much happened after that, but it was scary. So yeah, that was one of the scariest nights of my night life. Like somebody was coming after us. Later, my mom was like telling my friend's mom, and she was like, "Yeah, we kind of like have some like beef with our neighbors, so they might have been like trying to intimidate you." Like that was not intimidation. They were trying to run us off the freaking road. Anyways, all right, guys. So here's my confession. I don't know if you can see my face. I think that I'm going to be mostly transitioning to longboarding, which you've kind of seen. I've been doing a lot of longboarding videos. It's just, I don't know what it is. I started off with Popsicle and was doing really well for a while. And then I haven't even fallen that much, and I have great gear. Like, I don't even fall. I don't know. Like, I fall sometimes. We all fall sometimes. But I don't fall that much. But there's just something that's absolutely terrifying to me. I love cruising. But the idea of, like, doing tricks terrifies me. And I know that that's, like, you're supposed to work through your fears when you're a skateboarder. That's part of skateboarding. I know this. And my body is getting older, and my knee, I'm wearing like a brace under this, and I'm trying. So one of the things I want to do is start doing things like standing on your board with one leg, because that's supposed to help. So and trying to rehab this a little bit, as you can see. It's much, yeah. Anyways, so I'm gonna try a little rehab things like this to try and strengthen my body. But I think I'm gonna mostly focus on cruising and longboarding for now. You know, I'll still pull out the this little guy, but dang, at that Chub Rolls event a couple weeks ago, or about a month ago now. I loved riding my dinghy around. It was perfect. I gotta practice a little bit more on the dinghy. Alright, guys. I really appreciate you watching and supporting me. If it wasn't for my supporters, you know, I wouldn't be able to do what I do. You know, I love helping people overcome their fears. Let me rephrase that. I love helping people discover that they can overcome their fears. By example, you know, doing this, tootling around, not doing much, but having fun. This was fun. You know, sharing with the world that fat people can do stuff too. And thank you for your comments. Let me know what you thought of my story. Yeah, so please consider subscribing to my channel and liking this video. That would mean a lot and help with all the crazy YouTube algorithms. Yeah. Oh yeah, quick shout out to Andy. We went longboarding, and it was amazing. So some of the footage in this video was his footage, and we kind of like did a little collab, a little what do you call it?
An awesome sesh with Andy.
All right, guys. Peace.